back at the boat today, and the big question of the day is the core. Is it wet? Is it dry? Or somewhere in between? Let's get to work and figure it out. Jelly Roll song I'm listening to. Fucking awesome. I never heard it before, but I'm jamming to it. One tear for the broken hearted. I love this boat. All right, so since the oscillating saw back there and the battery's dead, and I don't seem to have a backup here, unless I have one in my truck, I'll check. I'm gonna go to a different area. All right. All right, come with me. I'm going to show you what I'm using this oscillating tool over here. Pretty cool. You don't want to drill into the fiberglass. I'm going to have to take these deck cleats out. For now, my goal is to just get as many planks off this deck. So here, give you a nice little close-up right here. That's out, screwed in down there. This one should be free. So satisfying. Like, this looks beautiful to me. It may sound crazy here. So I found a little hole. I'm going to try to look into it, see what the substructure is in here. You can see it right there. It's completely like hollow. It goes down to something. And I bought myself an endoscope, my little toy here from Amazon. Hook it up to my phone and see. So let's see what we see. You could see it's all hollow in here. There's the rough kind of fiberglass right there, and to the left and to the right looks like to be some fiberglass, which undoubtedly is the ceiling structure for the interior, but it's clearly a hollow space. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of our Teak rip out aboard our 40-foot Northwind sailboat, aka Sailing Vessel Freedom. Super pumped today because we're going to get a lot done. I'm going to start taking off the teak that we've removed already, and I'm going to start putting it underneath here. We have very, very little space because they're super packed here in the yard. We're going to rip up all the rest of the teak on the ground, on the deck rather, which means we've got to use our oscillating saw to be able to cut around all of the chain plates, all of the cleats, rigging, backstay, all that. That's going to take a lot of work. So once we cut around them, we can take up the rest of the teak boards. Then we've got to take the teak boards off, and I still have about a third left of the sailboat to remove the screws. We left the back third on, so I've got to take all those screws off and then remove it. So enough talking, let's get to work. I'm going to start removing the rest of the screws to the back third of the boat, which you could see starts right about here. So they're there, and they go all the way to the back. This guy when I got my head together. It's stripped, I think. Thank you very little. So here we go, guys. I'm going to do this for you. Whoever can get the closest to how many screws were in this deck, we're gonna send you 2 free Sailing SV Freedom shirts. 1 long sleeve dry fit and 1 short sleeve dry fit. Drop in the comments how many screws you think we took out of this deck, because we saved them all from before. I'm saving these now. Whoever gets closest wins the 2 tees. So satisfying. Amazing. Let's keep going. See, all these are popped up. There's no plugs on them, right? No caps. There are a few that still have caps, but this is the way we got the boat. So that was pretty telling when we first got the boat, like, you know, something's going on with the deck, we need to do something. And we tried to save it, all right? So yeah, we tried to save it this summer by drilling out all these screws, then drilling out the hole, and putting 3/8 inch plugs in there with 2-part epoxy, but it's too far gone. It's going well. I'm happy. I'm happy. I love this boat. Have I said that before? Yeah, she's awesome. I'll tell you what, guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is to be organized. That's what's killed me. Hours every single day trying to find this tool. This tool's not here. I gotta go home. I gotta come back, or this battery ran out and I don't have it now. So I'm getting a little bit more organized as I go, and I really hope to be able to stay here for a full day and rock this stuff out. All right, guys, we turned the corner, so we'd finish that. Now we're gonna start here. Transom. Then around. So only one thing left to do is to go to work. Yo! I love teak. I love this teak. You guys know that if you've watched us for some time, but I'm gonna think out loud here and tell me what you guys think. But the hatches on here are in pretty great shape, right? I have to take the screws out regardless. But what if I kept the original teak, refinished it, Sikaflexed it, you know, made it look really, really nice. But what if I kept kept the hatches on the boat teak, and then the rest non-skid. Maybe I can custom make a couple little areas with some inlay of teak or something like that from this teak too. I don't know, what do you guys think? Drop it down in the comments, let me know. You know what's really cool? What I was just thinking about? This is my office. Right? This is my office. This doesn't suck. I love this. I love doing this and seeing the progress and rebuilding this 40-year-old boat. Just freaking love it, man. And I love the fact that you guys are watching and following along, so thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, comment below, share with anybody that you think might like what we're doing. Thank you. I'm going to stop filming right now as I remove the rest of the screws. You saw me do easily 3/4 of what I need to get done today. So we're going to pick back up when the screws are out, and I'm going to start getting back into the teak. Still screwing up. Get it? Screwing up. Screws screwing up. That's a wrap. I'm gonna go change into Philip's head, finish his job, and then we go. Yo! If you notice while I'm using this oscillating tool, I have to go back a couple different times to make sure I go all the way through. I'd rather cut it shallow and have to go back a couple times over it just to ensure I don't hit that fiberglass deck. I'm tearing into the starboard side teak now that all the screws are out, and it's pretty upsetting. it's just coming off with me pulling it up. Very, very wet over there. Even the areas where I just took the screws out of the deck where we never took any screws out. So have a look. Hardest part is here because I epoxied it over the summer. Fingers crossed, I still have faith that she's a hollow core over here and it's just the teak holding in all that moisture. So hopefully with all the teak off, all the moisture off, she'll be a little bit lighter, and hopefully, God willing, that there is no core like in the port bow area. So time will tell. Let's keep going. So there's so much water in this that it's actually muddy from the wood rotting, I guess, underneath. Check this out. If this journey resonates with you, take a second to subscribe and sail along with us. New episodes every Thursday evening as we refit freedom and figure out what comes next together. That's where we epoxied a lot this summer. So that was just a clump of epoxy there I took off. For all intents and purposes, we're done with the port side. Clean up, a couple screws, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this E-track here. This teak has been a part of Freedom's story for over 40 years. Today we didn't just remove old wood, we made space for what comes next. Every boat refit has moments like this, where you have to tear something out before you could build it better. Freedom isn't finished, she's becoming. And if you're watching this wondering what your next chapter looks like, you're not alone. Thanks for being part of this journey. Fair winds, following seas. We'll catch you next time.